guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the Kobalt model KMP 6080-06 Gen 2 80 volt brushless lithium ion 21-inch self-propelled cordless electric lawnmower. Sold at Lowe's. I was able to pick this one up while it was on sale for $549. It normally sells for $5.99. That's Lowe's price. I've also seen it on Amazon, but for some reason Amazon's price inflated right much. I don't know whether it's a hidden shipping, even though they say free shipping. I don't know whether it's a hidden shipping in there. Might make up for the difference. I'm not going to do a unboxing of it since I've bought this about a month ago, so I've had time to use it several times. So I'm not going to show an unboxing of it, but I will point out what did come with this unit. This unit comes with a 6 amp 80 volt lithium ion battery, and it also has the charger for that battery. Along with that comes a plug. This is a real plug to be used when you're not using your bagger, either mulching or using the side discharge. You'd want to put this plug back into the mower. This is a side discharge which can be clipped onto the side of the lawnmower itself. I'll go through that later. Also comes with it 3 manuals, one for the lawnmower, one for the battery, and one for the charger. It is to be noted that this battery is a 6 amp battery, which you can use lower amp batteries. Matter of fact, you can go down to the 2 amp battery that you get with other Kobalt equipment that will match up with this particular 80 volt battery design. The lawnmower comes with a handle disassembled, very easy to assemble that handle on it. And this is the bag. Okay, I will go over some of the features about this lawnmower. First of all, it has a collapsible handle on it, which makes it real nice because you can store it in the upright position, which takes up a lot less space. To return it back to its operational position, that's very simple too. You've got a lever on the right and another lever on the left. Just unlock them and rotate it around. In the mowing position, you want to engage these plugs at ever what height you want the lawnmower to be. I like for mine to be up at the highest level. Just locks into place. So now everything is locked. Do is decide, how do you want to do it? Do you want to do it with the bagger, or do you want to mulch, or do you want side discharge? The bag I like because it's very easy to take it off and it dumps out very easily. You don't have to, as on some other lawnmowers that I've had, you don't have to take a zipper and undo it or flap, drop it out. Very, very easy to get rid of your stuff. Now, you've got 2 little catches right here. You lift up your door right here, and let it fall down, and there's a bar that goes across that, and then that shuts back down. Now your bag's enclosed. Your side discharge is closed, so it's ready to do the bagging. Another feature which I like about this, it has a single lever adjustment. You have 7 positions on those adjustments, which vary anywhere from 1 3/8 inches up to 3 3/4 of an inch. And you just do that very simply, spring loaded. So that's the lowest level. If I want to go all the way up to the highest level, just do that, and that's the highest level right there. So it's very easy to readjust the height. Next, we will look at controls. These are the controls. What I will do now, I'm going to insert the battery. This battery is not fully charged. When you store it, it should be stored between 50 and 35% charged. You do not want to store it fully charged, and you don't want to store it fully depleted either. So you want it between about 35 and 50%. You've got 3 lights on the battery itself. As you can see right now, I have 2 that are lit. this compartment over to this is where you insert your battery. And you insert the battery with the writing up. You put it in here, it's got a little spring in it that needs to catch. This little blue lever up above the battery compartment. That will click. You push it in, it clicks, and so now you're ready to go. You also have a key here. And if this key is not placed into the key slot, it will not run. So you have to make sure that that's inserted. Now that it is inserted, you can start it up. To get it to move forward, all you have to do is push this lever here and it will go forward. And as you see, by doing that, you also get an indication down here, and that shows 4 lights. It's 4 lights on this panel, which the first one is 25%. Then the next one, which is two green lights, is above 25 to 50%. And 3 green lights is above 50% up to 75%. And the 4th light means that 75% is fully charged. So as you can see right now, mine's reading somewhere between 50 and 75. So to crank it up so it will work, if you don't pull this lever back, this lever right here, if you don't pull it back, it will not, the blade will not engage, so the motor will not run for the blade. So you pull that back and then you hit the start. Release it, and it shuts off. Now this is a brushless motor, so it doesn't come up speed and it doesn't slow down instantaneous. There is a little lag between the two. So when I do start it, there's a slight lag before it will go to full power. It also has what's called smart technology, which is an auto-sensing blade speed depending on the height of the grass, which depends on the load that's placed on the lawnmower. The higher the grass, it will automatically speed up to compensate for high grass. Also, if it does that, it will also use more battery to engage the propeller, or to have the propeller start turning. And then you can take this and do your self-propel, or left hand, same thing. So it's very easy. The ergonomics of it works out real well. Also, right under it is your lever to control the speed of your self-propel. So right now it's set on turtle. That's where I normally use it. You can go all the way from turtle up to rabbit, and that is variable. So you can adjust that on a linear scale. And I found out that I use the turtle. I'm a little long in the tooth now, and don't quite have the spry in my step that I used to have, so I go a little slower. I found out that I wish it would actually go a little bit slower than turtle. But, you know, as I mentioned, I usually do not use the self-propel that much. I found out that this mower, since it doesn't weigh, but it's rated about 76 pounds. It's relatively light, and I found that I don't use the self-propel that much. In mowing this yard, on level ground, I may use it 5% of the time. So the rest of the time, 95%, I'm not using the self-propel, I'm just pushing it. And also by doing that, you're maintaining the life of the running life of your battery during that discharge cycle, so you can mow more grass. So, but I've got about a half-acre lot here, and I have a lot of natural area in it, and it takes me about 45 minutes to mow this yard. And I found out that after I completely mow it, that I usually have depleted about 50% of the battery, so one battery works for me fine. Now, if you had a larger yard, you know, it may run beyond the rate. It's rated up to 80 minutes of running time, but like I say, that is very subjective, depending on how much you use the self-propelled and how your grass is, and you know the load that you're putting on lawnmower. There, as I mentioned, there are 3 different cutting options on it. The one that it's in right now is, of course, with the bag on. If the next one would be mulch. So let me take the bagger off. Very simple. I like this bagger, it doesn't have any zippers or anything. This is the plug. You need to insert this plug, or it's recommended to insert this plug when you're not using the bagger. And it comes when it's shipped, it comes with this in place, so you have to remove it if you're going to use your bagger after you put everything together. So you insert that. Now it's in the mulching position. And if you want to change from the mulching to the side discharge, then they give you this deflector. And you take the deflector, lift up on this door, spring load it, and there's a dial that you slide this up under, close the door. So now it's set up for side discharge. So there are your 3 cutting options. This is a charger that comes with it. It's a 80 volt charger. I think maximum output on it is something like 4 amps. So you lift your compartment. This lever right here, which locks the battery in place, you push down on it. When you do, it releases it, and there's some springs in it that pushes it out so you can slide it. If you notice, the battery has 2 slots. This slot is the bottom slot, that's the top of the battery, and the bottom slot will slide into the charger, and also it will slide into the battery compartment of the mower itself. There's only one way you can put it in either one, so you don't have to worry about it. It's idiot proof. You don't have to worry about putting it in the wrong way. So I've got out the lawnmower, set it over here. I'm going to take 3 manuals here that you get them out of the way. This is your charger. Now your charger, to put your battery in it, again, you have it facing up. You lay it down and it slides into place, and you push it back, and as soon as you push it back into the slot, this light will come on, and it will indicate, this light indicates what's happening with the battery. Also, you'll hear the little cooling fan. There's a little cooling fan in this charger. It's one thing that I found out, if you're mowing the grass and you run this battery down, don't expect to pull it out of the mower and put it straight into this charger and it start charging it back. These batteries heat up, and when they do, you just can't pull it out of the lawnmower when it's hot and put it in the charger. It will indicate when you do that it is overheated. You will get a solid red light if it's overheated. And if it is, just pull it out, set your battery aside, and let it cool down. Also, if the battery has not initialized properly, you'll get a flashing red light. And if that's the case, unplug your charger, take this out, unplug your charger, plug it back in, plug this back in, and that usually will alleviate that problem, and it will go back to one of the 3 other light indicators. But as you can tell right now, and it also indicates your level of charging. In other words, I'm at 2 bulbs, and it's charging at the 2 bulbs, trying to get it up to 3. And so you can watch that, and you can tell when it has charged, because you'll get, once it gets charged, you'll have solid 3 lights. And it indicates in here, it's got 3 indicators. The first one is a flashing green, indicates that it is charging. Solid green indicates that it's fully charged. Solid red means it's overheated. And the flashing red means you need to disconnect your charger and try to reinitialize everything. Okay, I'm going to pull this out. It just slides back out. When it does, everything shuts down. Now, according to the instructions, it tells you to pull the plug, the electrical plug, out when you're not charged. Precaution. These are your prongs, there are 4 of them, that made up with your battery here. You got 7 slots, and 4 of them are power slots. Okay, one question that a lot of people have relating to electric lawnmowers is how much quieter are they than the conventional gas mower. It's kind of hard to get a feel for that when you're doing a video, because it's pretty much subjected to so many different things that it's just hard for the person viewing the video to know how loud something is. So for comparison's sake, I'm going to run the electric lawnmower, the Kobalt here, and let you, and right here I've got, on my tablet here, I have a sound meter. So I'll let you see at what level this will come to on that. After I run this up, I've got my old Craftsman gas mower over here, and I will crank it up so you can kind of have some reference as to the difference in the how much noise is generated by the electric versus the gas. And I don't have much faith in this sound meter here, but anyway, we just use it as a reference. It's got the ambient noise at about 53, thereabout. Okay, it was reading somewhere between 77 and 78. Well, I'm not too sure about that comparison. The electric certainly sounds quieter, a lot more so than this gauge would indicate. I don't know whether it's the type of sound, maybe the high-pitched sound affects it more so than the kind of the combustion of the gas engine, but the gas engine certainly sounds to me to be probably at least 10 to 20% louder. But according to this, as far as the decibels, it's not but maybe 1 or 2 decibels higher than the electric.
Pros and cons. Pros: lightweight, no messy fuel, no oil to change, quieter than a gas mower, no engine cranking, big plus, takes up less storage space, easy control panel and levers, variable propulsion speed, no preparation for winter storage, no threat of running out of gas, easy cutting height adjustments, easy handle adjustment. Cons: less power than a 5-horse mower, requires a short period of time to charge battery, costs more than a comparable gas mower, mower stops running for about 5 seconds every 10 minutes. I'm not sure why this happens, but it's a minor inconvenience. I can live with it. Review summary. Is it worth the money? Yes, for me. There are far cheaper Kobalt models available. Would you recommend to others? Yes, for those with an acre or less grass to mow. Do you prefer electric or gas? Yes, electric mowers have come a long ways over the past few years. How would you rate this mower? 4.5 stars out of 5. Nothing's perfect and the jury is still out for the long term. Bottom line, electric lawnmowers have come a long way in the last few years, mainly due to battery technology, lithium ion. The Kobalt second generation 80 volt with its 6 amp battery provides sufficient power and running time to compete with comparable push/self-propelled 20-inch to 22-inch lawnmowers. As a whole, electric lawn equipment is cleaner and less of a hassle than its gas counterpart. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've gained some knowledge about this Kobalt electric lawnmower. I think I'm going to enjoy it. I feel that it was a good decision for me and the type of mowing that I do. That's all, folks. Now y'all come back. You hear me?